It's like the lager you get in the north. It's harder, it's faster, and it's generally better in the snow.
Guten Abend! So I'm just going to do this little extra thing. So, check out the previous Whisky Trials because I talked about the Laphroaig and how I got there, how I managed to drink a Laphroaig, because it really isn't my bag, the whole smoke and peat thing. But what I thought I would do is I'd completely forgotten that I've been saving this for ages. It's the Munich Red Premium Red Lager. It's very, I don't know, it's very communist looking. Let's get this bad boy open. But the reason I thought about it was I'm all about pairing whiskies with other things. So whether it be food, whether it be a chaser, like your beer here. And one of the things with Laphroaig is obviously it's very oily, it's smoky, it's peaty, and I'm not used to that. So I'm getting this residue on my mouth, and I'm not used to it, and I'm kind of a little bit not freaking out about it, but it's not something that I'm used to. So I thought, chaser, and then I thought, wait a minute, I've got this, which was bought by me for Julie in my office. Thank you very much. Ha, bet you didn't think it would last this long. It's been in my fridge for ages and I haven't drunk it. Completely abstained. So, let me just have a little taste of it and wash some of the smoke out of my... Wow. It smells funny. It smells like fruity lager. It smells like cherries. Why does a lager smell like cherries? That's interesting. Sorry, I had a few gulps there. This is my second Laphroaig in my mouth. Does feel quite oily, and I was talking about it in the previous video about Laphroaig drinkers and whether they drink a lot of it, whether they can, if this is your bag, can you drink nip after nip after nip of it? Because I could. I'm like I think I'm like a 3 nip limit kind of guy on the Laphroaig. And Sarah will tell you that 3 nips, it's not my limit. But wow, that's that doesn't... Lager. Red lager, okay. It is kind of red coloured. It is very deep for a lager. So what makes it a lager? I need to learn more about this stuff between like lagers, beers and ales. I think beer is a general term, isn't it? And then lager and ale is the different sort of methods. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure somebody will moan in the comments. Please do. So premium red lager. Caramel. Toasted. Ruby. That's the big key terms on the back of the bottle. Well, apparently it's a unique recipe, so many of them are. It's a Munich style. Uses a high proportion of toasted malted barley, much like whiskey does. Well done there. You're on to the right thing. That's what gives the beer its unique colour, because it's been toasted, obviously. Not burnt, just caramelised, as my dad would say. A smooth and creamy body, and sweet biscuit flavour. It's a weird biscuit. Yeah, I'll go with a weird biscuit. It's pretty good. I like it. It's different. Very different. This was bought from, I don't know, Julie, tell me in the comments. I think it was Lidl's or Aldi's. One of the two. They're very similar, you know, being the two brothers split apart, fighting for dominance of the supermarket arena. It's a great story. Somebody's bound to do some kind of movie or documentary about it at some point. Yeah. But this is excellent. Very, very nice indeed. I'm focusing on that. Does it go well with a Laphroaig? I'm thinking that it might not, because it doesn't have. It's like a heavy lager. You know, it's like the Laphroaig of lagers. Most lagers are like light, fizzy, kind of nondescript tasting. You're not quite sure what the hell you're drinking. But that, it's complex for a lager. It's got some taste to it. It's got stuff going on. Much like Laphroaig does. So I wonder if the two will pair nicely, or if a sweeter lager would counteract the oiliness, smokiness of the Laphroaig. Well, chase that wee nip down. Yeah, it's doing the job. I think I'm right. I think a sweeter ale or beer in general would be better, because what I am getting is a highlighted bitterness when I taste both of these together, which some people might love, and actually I might love at some point in time. I'm not just like all about the sweetness all the time, which is a really good point, actually, because it's like a catch-22. You kind of know what you like, but you kind of need to know what you feel like tasting. So now we've discovered that I can drink a Laphroaig and I enjoy it. I like it. But equally, I like all my sweet ones. So I need to find, or you need to be able to recognise when you want to drink something like this, or when you want to drink something like a Glendronach or something sweeter, and that obviously filters through to beers and all the rest of it. I am a Guinness drinker, so I like that heavy, bitter kind of feeling. Like right now, I'm feeling like it's a little bit much, because I'm fairly new to drinking Laphroaig, and I think I'd like something that would cut through it a little bit more with the sweetness. If this had a bit more sweetness, it might be a bit better. But then again, it's a lager. Who the hell wants a sweet lager, right? I mean, that's an ale's job, to be sweet or to be this or to be that. Lager is much more, well, normally lager is much more standard. It's got much more of a kind of standard feel to it. But does that look like a lager to you? It looks and tastes much more like an ale to me. But yeah, with the combo between the two, definitely getting that kind of bitter caramel kind of thing going on. But I'd much prefer if there was more caramel and less bitter. Bitter. Das ist not bitter. So, yeah. Alright. This is a lager that may convert even the staunchest of ale aficionados. Yeah, it is quite ale-y, I have to say. It really is. And you can see why ale drinkers would like it. I like it. I'm an ale drinker. I like ale too. Yeah. Wait a minute. Glaswegian Heart, German Head. Oh dear. How dirty. 4.9% as well. Holy crap. Damn, alright. No wonder I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. So, Glaswegian Heart, therefore, what? It's brewed in Glasgow. But German Head, it is a German recipe, yeah? Sorry, it's a terrible accent. The more I drink, maybe the better it'll get. Highly doubtful. What is what's the German for cheers? I don't think I know that one. Yeah. Cheers in Germany. I know. Skål is Nordic. Viking? I don't know. Watch Vikings. That's what they say on Vikings. Boy, oh boy. Right, okay. It's hard for me to, go for a Laphroaig over anything else. But, Laphroaig Select is hitting the spot, despite it being way out of my comfort zone. So anybody that's like me, check it out. Check it out. In this weirdest of lagers, it is very strange indeed. It's like the lager you get in the north. It's harder, it's faster, and it's generally better in the snow. Indeed. I think it's got a warming glow as well, this beer, strangely. I mean, it's obviously that I'm pairing it with a whiskey, but I've drunk whiskey in my previous trials, which I just filmed. So yeah, that obviously has an effect on my glow, but it's pretty strong, right? I did see that right. It was 4.9%. Holy crap! It's almost a poutine. No, it isn't. It really isn't almost a poutine. It is nowhere near a poutine. I still don't know how to say poutine. In fact, I don't even want to say it a different way. I've tasted it. Like a homebrew version. Like proper poutine, like what is it the Americans call it? And there's like TV shows about it and shit. Which I don't really understand. Why would you have a TV show about something that's illegal in that state and then just film a bunch of guys doing it? It seems daft, because no matter what, right, that is evidence against them. So
even if they don't get busted, like that, the TV show's got to air and show them on the TV, and then the local constabulary go, aha, that's where they're doing it, or I recognise that tree, or that mountain, or that bearded motherfucker. Why can't I remember the name of it? Why can't I remember the name of it? Is it because whiskey kills the memory cells?
I think it does. Damn these gigantic glasses.
Moonshine! Damn, why didn't I get moonshine? Moonshine. Alright, so moonshine is the American equivalent of poachine, right? Ooh, wait a minute. This could be interesting. So you have this tradition of distillation at its base point, because that's what whiskey is, right? Whiskey gets distilled. It is completely colourless before it goes into maturation in various oak casks or whatever, and then it gains not only flavours but colour. Although it does gain colour from the malted barley if it's toasted and smoked and all the rest of it. Okay, so rewind that. But what I'm thinking about is moonshine, which I think is a clear liquid, and poachine, which I had, which was a clear liquid. And it's like the liquid that whiskey would make before it goes into the barrel, right? So America and Ireland have this tradition of drinking alcohol that's freshly made, which probably tastes like shit, and has no real developed flavours. It's not rounded, it's not been in oak cask, it's not been this, it's not done that, blah blah blah. But let's face it, it's going to get you fucked up. You know, like methylated spirits. So I wonder how many other countries have this poachine moonshine styled liquid, and I'm trying to think if Scotland has one, and I'm thinking of aquavite, and I'm wondering if that's what that's like. And my local distillery, Lindore's Abbey Distillery, does aquavite, and I wonder if it's as rank as poachine is. So yeah, maybe I'll find out. Das ist gut. Das ist gut Lager, ja. Das ist gut Lager. Munich Red. Das ist gut Lager, Munich Red. Buy it now in German.